Hello and welcome to this week's issue of BRN United. It's October, and there are two things that are really important in the month of October for our churches. One, October is Pastor Appreciation Month, and I hope that you have taken advantage of an opportunity to express appreciation to your pastor and his family for his service and ministry among you. I've heard various stories of how churches have showered the pastor with cards or special gifts or a special weekend away or just some special recognition to indicate your appreciation for all that he does to serve you and to minister with you for the sake of the gospel. October is also the month that our associations gather for their annual meeting. Our state staff look forward to being able to be a part of each of these and to not only share about what's happening with BRN, but also to learn what's happening in the churches. It's been my privilege, or is my privilege this year, to be a part of 4 of our annual meetings of our associations. One of them will take place after this film is posted. I'll be in Philadelphia. But let me share about the 3 that have already taken place that it's been my privilege to be a part of. On October the 10th, with Corey Mitchell as the moderator, the Northeast Association gathered in Winfield, Pennsylvania. It was a wonderful, I think most of the pastors in the association were able to be there. Many of them were bivocational, so it meant that they were having to take time off from work. And it was just a wonderful time of just sharing. We went around the room, what's God doing in your life and in your ministry. Some wonderful stories of evangelistic outreach and growth in the life of the church. One of the particular things that I was a part of the discussion was in how we could better service the churches in the Northeast Association. So we're working with those churches to have a consultant opportunity to help them with healthy churches, helping to strengthen the existing churches, as well as to help with missional living, to help the churches get outside the 4 walls of the church. This partnership is in addition to what we're already doing with the work of Michael Nerger and Gerald Mounts in church planting. Then on the Saturday following that, on October the 15th, I traveled to South Jersey, and I mean South Jersey. This was the southern end of the association in Woodbine. It used to be First Baptist Church Woodbine. Now it's called SOAR. Wonderful church doing a great ministry in that region. Pastor Dean Guevara is the moderator and leads the South Jersey Association. It was a wonderful time of worship. A couple things that really stood out to me. One was Buff McNichol, representing the church planting team for South Jersey, called all the church planters to come up to the front of the room. And there were 8 guys that lined up across the front. 4 of the planters couldn't be there, but 8. So there's 12 church plants that are taking place in South Jersey right now. And it's a time of recognizing them, praying for them. God's at work in South Jersey, and it's marvelous to see its Anglo churches, its ethnic churches, new congregations being formed to minister in that vast area of lostness in South Jersey. Then the meeting was closed out with a message by Pastor Chris Bettner. Pastor Bettner did an incredible job in preaching on that famous text in 2 Chronicles 7:14. One of the finest expositions I've ever heard, and it was very inspiring and challenging to each of us. Then on Sunday, I traveled to Pittsburgh at Pittsburgh Baptist Church, where Pastor Ken Cordray is the moderator of the Baptist Association of Southwest Pennsylvania, and he invited me to be there to be a part of their discussions. Kind of 2 highlights. One, this was a time to celebrate the 48th year of ministry of Karen Warren, who has served as the secretary for the Southwest Association, as well as an admin partner with us with the BRN West team. And it was a time to recognize and celebrate her as she announces her retirement at the end of the year. Think about that, 48 years serving the churches in Southwest Pennsylvania as the secretary for the association. She has faithfully stayed by the task. She's battled cancer, she's battled health challenges for her husband, but consistently, faithfully, she served the Lord in that role. It was good to be there and to celebrate that. Also, we're looking at a special partnership in Southwest to again provide consulting help for the churches to be able to engage in ministry outside the 4 walls of the church. It's a wonderful time to celebrate with our churches, with our associations. Grateful for these moderators that are providing leadership in these associations, even as we're grateful for the other associations, 2 of whom have either part-time or full-time directors of missions. These are vital partners, and we celebrate and rejoice with them in this time to have their annual meeting. One final thing, as you receive this video, we'll be about a week and a half away from our annual meeting. I'm thrilled with the response we're getting. Registrations are coming in strong. The program is coming together well. We're going to have a great time of celebration. If you haven't already registered to be a part of our annual meeting, please do so. It will be a time that will bless you. You'll be encouraged by what you hear, as well as the relationships that you get to form with other pastors and church leaders from across Pennsylvania and South Jersey. God bless you, and I look forward to talking to you next week.